What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Bougie Sports podcast. I'm Yvette, your host, and as always, I'm so happy that you're here. And what a great week. First of all, it's Halloween week. Who doesn't love Halloween? I mean, candy, hello. And the Browns won this week. It's like miracles do happen, you know? How can we not be so happy? Anyways, we're going to talk a lot about that. But before we get started, I just want to remind everyone to please check out bougiesports.net. And from there, you can subscribe to Bougie Sports on YouTube. I would really appreciate that. So thank you very much for everyone who has been watching and subscribing. I appreciate your support and thank you. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I can't believe I'm seeing this right now. But the Cleveland Browns beat the Baltimore Ravens at home this Sunday with Jameis Winston at quarterback and Nick Chubb back at running back, and the spirit of Jim Donovan in the sky, all those things, plus a little bit of luck, and I don't know, but here we are, and I did not expect this to happen. I'm going to be completely honest. I was joking about it, through the week that the Browns, were going to lose. The Baltimore Ravens are recognized as a Super Bowl contender. They are a tough team, and the way that the Cleveland Browns looked the last 7 weeks, it didn't look to me that they had a chance. Even with the quarterback change, I felt that, it was more than the quarterback that was the issue. So, I did expect to see an improvement for sure. Did I expect to see a win? Absolutely not. But I am so happy that we did win because we needed to win so bad. Yes, Jameis Winston throws over 300 yards. Cedric Tillman, a star is born in Cleveland. The return of David Njoku, getting a lot of targets, and Nick Chubb. Everybody just looked a lot better. Our offensive line looked a lot better. I don't know. I think that something that I definitely can learn from this whole season, and then just experience of being a Browns fan in general, is I honestly don't know what to expect in the next upcoming weeks. So before I get too excited, yes, of course, I was thinking, do we have a chance to get in the playoffs? Because the Bengals aren't necessarily doing that great. And then I think we exposed the Ravens yesterday. Wouldn't you say? But before I even go down that road, because that's what I'm trying to change about myself, is it's good to be optimistic, because what are you supposed to do? Just wish that your team loses? All the time? If they do lose, I don't know. You could still think they're going to win and just have that hope. You can choose to be hopeful, and that's what I do for the most part. But I also sometimes am a little bit delusional, and I think too much of a homer, and learned that, sometimes maybe I even know better than these people that are running the team. Just saying, not only me, but a lot of us. So, and how far did we have to go to get this one? That's what I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, because I was so mad about not the Browns not making a change at quarterback, at play calling, at something, doing something. And it seemed like they just kept like pushing that Deshaun Watson was the best chance for us to win in Cleveland down our throats, even though we knew that they didn't think that and we didn't think that. But we were supposed to swallow that pill and support a losing team or basically when you want us to do is support someone's ego and take a loss and lose our fun, our Cleveland Browns, our Sundays, because you don't want to be butthurt and you want to say that you think that this was right. I mean, allegedly, this is what I believe. I could be wrong, Who knows? You know what I'm right about? The Cleveland Cavaliers haven't lost a game. Just saying. Go Cavs. Very excited about the Cavs season. So yeah, and we'll be covering them a lot on Bougie Sports. So make sure to subscribe.
So here you go.
He's gotten hit throughout the rest of the game, and it's hurting more now.
Comes down to one last play, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh, my goodness! This town is going crazy.
Let's talk about the play of the season, the play of the year, the play of the everything, the Hail Mary, Jayden Daniels. Oh my gosh. What an amazing play. I literally watched that over and over again. It has to be amazing to be a Washington Commanders fan and see that, be that. On the opposite end, you have the Bears fans who that had to suck. That is the Browns moment. Like, I feel, speaking of Browns, Noah Brown, what a catch. Imagine catching that. Like, that had to feel so amazing. And even though that was a lucky play, and I know a lot of people are like, it was like, so what? That was amazing. It's so fun. And that's the point of a Hail Mary. And I am here for the Jayden Daniels glow up. He's awesome. Okay, let's talk about some happy news. Aaron Rodgers.
That guy sucks. That guy sucks.
I mean, that guy sucks. He really does. And another thing I'm here for, he loses to the New England Patriots. For Jacoby Brissett. I like seeing him do good. So I'm glad that he was able to lead the New England Patriots down to field. And with that, send Aaron Rodgers back into the darkness where he should stay forever. Because he has to be loving it. Like, I'm loving it for him. Like, he's totally going to get a job. And he is so much better off without Aaron Rodgers. You can't tell. I just have this total disdain against Aaron Rodgers. I think it's kind of like sickening. Is it too much? I don't know. I think he sucks. But I feel sorry for the Jets fans. I know they are living it, but I don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers. You guys think, is he going to continue to play? And I don't know. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some fantasy football. So I know this is probably going to come as a huge shock to some of you guys. It's shocking to myself, but I was really wrong about some people this year in fantasy. I mean, what do you know? You can't predict everything, you know? So I want to know who you guys got wrong this year. So I mentioned 2 people off the bat. Anthony Richardson. Oh my God, I was so high on Anthony Richardson. Actually, I should go back and add some of my Anthony Richardson takes in here, but I just thought mobile quarterback. We seen, even though it was a small size of what he can do last year, I was drinking the Kool-Aid, and it turns out that, yeah, he just is not good in the NFL. And I don't know what the Colts are going to do, if they're going to keep him or what. A lot of you said that to me on X, and I heard it today on the radio that, this is a quarterback that could have used a few years to learn and develop. So maybe things can turn around for Anthony Richardson, but I don't know. Another person that I really think, and I really got him a lot, was Zamir White. Oh my gosh. I just think like Alexander Madison is who you should have taken. I mean, I don't think there's that many people that said Alexander Madison was going to be the guy in Las Vegas. So I don't feel too bad about that, but I do feel too bad because I would like to Zamir White. I was riding hard. So let's take a look at some of the players that you guys said that you just missed the train on. So I said today on X, I was way too high. Wait, these prices way too high. You need to cut it. Too high on Anthony Richardson and Zamir White. Who were you wrong about in fantasy football? And I just want to share some of the responses that I received. CMC, yeah, I think that Christian McCaffrey was one of those players that you should have known better when he was on the cover of Madden. I mean, that should have told you everything you needed to know. You didn't really need to know any stats. That was all you needed. And there you go. Cursed like the Browns, and here we have it. My boy Zach, Jalen Waddle. I get that. I said blame Tua. It's crazy what happens when you lose the explosive person like Tua in your offense, and then Tyreek and Jalen Waddle just go down, and the running game also. And I know that. Okay, Hill, Ayuk, Hall, ETN, Shaheed, Addison, all killing me. Had to drop Ayuk and dropped Addison last week as in running back hell, sitting 3-5 in the playoffs are still possible, but going to be tight. Yes, you still have a chance. And I get it. Sucks. Adams and Mark Andrews, Zamir, of course, ETN, Sam Laporta. I have some Sam Laporta. Christian McCaffrey, to Aaron Rodgers, Brandon Ayuk before he got hurt. All that drama. See? And then you didn't live up to the hype. And he was on receivers. Drafting Jahan Dotson and continue to keep him. I know when I go to release him, it will go to hell in a basket. I'm a keeper league and just picked up Chris Godwin. Can't be too sure to have reserve. Gun long term. True. And I get it too. I understand holding on to your players, and that's why I'm not a good trader. I need to talk about that one day. And yeah, but Jahan Dotson, I get it. There's a ceiling there for sure. Yeah, Richardson wasn't that good in college. Yeah, was he? I didn't think he was. Tyreek Hill. I think that, Tyreek Hill was a bust because he was a first rounder. He was maybe a first pick. I said pick him first. I would have picked him first for sure. But, never know what happens, and injuries play a part. ETN, Jared Goff, and Trevor Lawrence. Still early in the season, but certainly not looking good for Richardson in my fantasy squad as well. Well, you just said it's still early in the season, so I have hope for your fantasy football team. Mahomes isn't exactly lighting the world on fire. He really isn't. He's not good, right, in fantasy football. At least we found something that he's not great at. And it's so funny how that does happen. Like, it doesn't always translate where you're good in IRL, but not good in fantasy football. And that's shame. He should really work on being better in fantasy football and not worry about repeating the Super Bowl, because our fantasy football teams are more important. Jalen Waddle, Chubb, totally had 2 games. Leave Nick Chubb's name out of your mouth, Tony Tiani. Jalen Waddle, too, isn't out, but his numbers are abysmal. 320 yards, just 1 game, over 50 reception yards, and he has as many touchdowns as I do. Oh, that sucks. All right, you guys, thank you so much for all your feedback. I love your responses, and I appreciate it. So thank you. I also wanted to say, please follow Bougie Sports on Facebook. You can find me there at Bougie Sports. And I also asked on Facebook, who were you wrong about in fantasy football? And I wanted to look at some of the answers. All right. So Pacheco and CMC. Well, you weren't exactly wrong. You can't, play in injuries. And unfortunately, both of them, out of those. On the good side, Kareem Hunt, who I picked up, and he's worked out pretty well for me. Let's see. Zamir and Rice with Rashid. Take karma out. That injury. I think you meant exactly what I said. Yeah, it's an injury, but yeah, Zamir. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Nobody else was supposed to get the ball. Big Zamir, you couldn't get the ball. Alexander Madison, really? Again? Well, you don't have to visit that. Mahomes, yeah, exactly. It's just hard, and he hasn't been really scoring that much touchdowns, but, if we can hate on Mahomes, let's hate on Mahomes. Tank Dell, he stinks for me. Yeah, I have Tank Dell as well, and yeah, Marvin Harrison. Oh, Marvin Harrison. There's a lot of time left, and I have Marvin Harrison. I have a lot of Kyler Murray, and I don't know. He's just so good that you think that it's got to get better. In Pacheco. So yeah. Thank you guys. For that, and please follow Bougie Sports on Facebook. Okay, this is the second year for the Bougie Sports charity fantasy football league that we created to give back to Fantasy Cares, an organization that deals with the Scott Fish Bowl. And last year we did the golf outing, if you guys remember. Okay, let's take a look at the standings in the league so far. Okay, so this league is composed of Browns fans, and a lot of them, like most of us, are on X. So again, this is a charity league, and in its second year. So I'm trying to think of who won the first year. I don't remember, but or as of now, the standings are right. So in first place with a record of 6-2, impressive. First time in the league too. Is Eden Columbus of the Dog Chug. So right now he is leading the pack. And then we have a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4-way tie here at 5-3 with Nick Carnes, myself, Lana, and Chris McNeil. And then we have a, let's see, 1, 2, 3-way tie here for third place with Alessandra, Andy, and Paul Brown, who are 4 and 4. And then we have our 3 and 5, like still fighting chance here with Slim Dog and Jacob Roach. And then we have 2 teams that are 2 and 6. And that is Heather and the Brown Spider. So really, everyone still has a chance, you know, and we still have like almost half a season left. And so that's pretty cool. And also, let's take a look at my team. This is a super flex league, and I have Caleb Williams, Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, Amron St. Brown, Tank Tell. So my running backs look a lot stronger here than my wide receivers. Then we have Tucker Kraft that I picked up after on the waivers because I drafted the unexistent Mark Andrews. My second quarterback is Kyler Murray, and I'm have the Washington defense in right now because I just stream my defenses. My bench is, I have a pretty good bench. It's pretty stacked. I have Sam Darnold, which I was going between Sam Darnold and Caleb Williams on who to start this week or last week. And I opted to go with Caleb Williams. I thought the Jayden Daniels, Caleb Williams game, would give him that extra initiative. And I don't know. I just went with him. I think Sam Darnold played Thursday night too. Yeah, he did because we had that face mask game. And I don't know why. I just feel like I get a bad day on Thursday. I don't know. One of those things. So anyways, I also have James Conner that should be on a starting bench. Trey Sermon, Lad McConkey, who had a day and is really on the come up here. Raheed Shaheed, JSN, another person that should not be on your bench. But look at my why did I have JSN in an overtanked out? Was JSN on a bye last week? I don't know. I won anyway, so either way. And then, we have Mark Andrews, who I have no idea why I still have him here. Ooh, I can actually put in my IR Raheed Shaheed here. And then take a look here what we have. I'm doing this live. Let's see what flex players up here. Cedric Tillman, I can pick him up. Let's see, Tolbert. Of course, Rashad Bateman, I would not want him to. I'm surprised in a Cleveland Browns league, Cedric Tillman's there, but I definitely think I'm going to. So I just put in a waiver claim for him, but hopefully nobody's going to try to snipe him over here watching this. So yeah. All right. So I put in all right. Oh, wait. Am I on I hate how they do that. I think they'll let him go through tomorrow. So I did not have to lose anyone to pick him up. I just want to make sure that there is nobody else here left on the waiver wire that I want to pick up here. Let's look at and see who I'm this week. I beat Nick Carnes 141 to 134. Let's take a look at his team. He had Lamar Jackson, Jamar Gibbs, Irving, Pickens, Brian Thomas, Kyle Pitts, Wicks, Jordan Love, and he put Kansas City defense in. Nobody cares. All right, let me just see something here real quick. Matchup here. How do I go to week 9? Okay, let's see something. All right. Oh my God, I'm on a bye week next week. That's awesome. We have the Barking Dogs, the Barking Dogs podcast against each other with Jacob Rope and Nick Carnes. We have the Brown Spider and Slim this week going against each other. We have Andy and Lana, who were just each other on our Halloween special. If you haven't seen that, please check that out. I'm going to be re-airing that on Halloween. We have Ed in Columbus against the other Buckeye fan and Heather, and then we have Lysandra and Paul Brown. So it's good. This is a good battle this week. A nice, like I said, an easy win for me. And yeah, fun, exciting. All right, that participate and even better. Okay, so if you've been following me for a while, first of all, again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anyways, you know that I recently went down the rabbit hole in looking into the history of Youngstown, specifically in the 80s and 90s with the gym trafficking era and the mob activity between the Cleveland and Pittsburgh mob, which Youngstown was the central location for that. With the closing of the steel mills and everything, it was tough times in the area, and through those tough times, heroes emerged. And with one of those heroes was Ray Boom Boom Mancini. And he is someone that I really, looked up to as someone in my hometown I could be proud of, to look up to and everything. And I am having the best time digging, back into the 80s and 90s. And this time, in the sports world, and also learning more about his life and his legacy that he has here in the Valley. So please stay tuned for that. Should be coming up here in November, just in time for the Tyson Paul fight. So I definitely will get his input on that.
Ray, most boxers train for a fight. You actually work for a fight. Why do you work so hard and so long?
First of all, Ray, I train very hard, yes, because I think because of my style, I must train hard. That's a physical fight for me. Any fight I'm going to be in, I have to use my physical aggressiveness, my strength, and I have to train that.
Youngstown, Ohio is the home of world lightweight champion Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
This is it, and I'm going to keep this belt because the world title goes to my father, but I'm going to keep this one.
Boom Boom Mancini. This young man, even if I told you I did, you ain't gonna believe me, but I did because I knew I planned on a long fight.
I get captivated by
That's a wrap, you guys. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support. Please visit bougiesports.net and subscribe to Bougie Sports on YouTube. Stay tuned for the Squad Pod, the CFB Pod, the Boom Boom Mancini, and more of these weekly podcasts. Thank you. Go Cavs. Go Browns. Go fans. Go you. Bye.